Sometimes I wonder why I spend a lonely night dreaming of a song in the mellow.
When you train as hard as you do at inter-county level, you have to, winning then does become a priority. You can play for 10 years, but I don't think you'll be fulfilled if you didn't win.
Our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration.
You look down on your heart and you see the ship there. It's a birthright. You get to play for Galway. That's something you're born into.
Now my consolation is in.
I think all your best memories from your childhood, small little things like winning a cup, maybe even under 12, and the thought maybe that one day might be a bigger trophy on a bigger level.
You are in my arms, the nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses.
It's all immaterial, and Mayo, the Connacht champions, have surmounted the first hurdle here in Tuam. It's the first time that they've won a championship match at this venue for 46 years.
The memory of love's refrain.
Good evening from the sports desk. First to Gaelic Games, and news just in that John O'Mahony has been appointed as manager of the Galway senior football team. O'Mahony will bring a wealth of experience to his new position, having already guided both Leitrim and his native Mayo to Connacht championship success.
So could we get him just to get it off to a start? Here. If we could get 4 or 5, I think the scholars there then.
Winter training is a complete and utter pain in the ass. It's wet, it's cold, it's miserable. You don't want to go. I don't want to go. The only thing that keeps you going is the dream, the famous dream of summer days and the dry sod and the fast ball.
Training so hard for it that you kind of lose the focus of what you're training for. Like, are you training like just to be an athlete, or are you training to play an amateur game?
Come on, here we go. There has to be one pass in it. Knock it out, knock it out. 42, 42, 34, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 53, 54, 55, 56. Well done, boys, well done. Great stuff, great running.
The first round is a huge game for us. But the way I see it at the minute, I still have a group of individuals that I have to knit into a team. That will be confirmed with the game against Offaly, in the sense that we created a lot of chances, but we didn't die for each other out on the field.
Oh, beautiful.
Right through it. Right, come on. Come on. Keep it going.
Can you do it on your knees?
Stop him now, Gary. Stop him.
That's it.
You go training Tuesday, Thursday, the weekends. You train as hard as you can. You get 30 people pulling together. You go out and play. You win or you lose.
Goal. It has to be a goal. There's there. Don't let it out.
We have great players in certain positions. A lot of teams in the past have great players in different positions, but nobody knows what it takes until actually a team does it. Then the team, it's only you only know what you did yourself to win that.
The ultimate dream would be to get up the steps and look down and see Gary Fahy behind you, Merton, Mac, 30 guys there, John O'Mahony, Stephen, Waldo, the Doc, the chairman, everybody, and see Galway look down and it'd be full of maroon and white. That's what you're looking towards, and that's what you hope for, that's what you're striving for.
Good ball inside towards Ja Fallon, looking for another one. A Fallon special perhaps, yes. A third point by Ja. Just showing us why he was so badly missed in last year's championship.
Every player's dream is to win All-Ireland, there's no doubt about it. For me in Tuam here, delivering post to Sean Purcell in the morning in the shop and seeing him, he'd just be in there at 7. You can feel envious of him because they're still talking about him. You're kind of saying, if you ever did win All Ireland, you'd be talked about like that in 40 or 50 years' time from here.
My father won All Ireland in 1964 and he was captain. And my grandfather in 1925 won All Ireland with Galway. You're always reminded of it. Will you ever be like the father? Will you ever be like the grandfather? Things like that.
Judging it well as Michael Donnelly. He's worked tirelessly.
You're always reminded of them and what they did and what they could do and how high they could jump and how fast they could run, and you know, they have the medals to prove it, and you know, it'd be nice if I could just do that.
So Jerry Fahy then pacing up and down the line. The kick out once again, a rather horrific one.
I know all about it because it was said last year. My mistakes definitely were the cause of Galway losing the championship, and I felt like I let a whole 30 guys down, you know. That can be a bit hard to take at times.
Galway have contributed handsomely to Mayo winning with those kick-outs and giving away easy possession.
You're going out there and you're representing your county, and the slightest little mistake they're inclined to jump on your back, you know. Whereas if you're playing club, no matter what mistakes you make, you kind of know the guys from the pub or meeting them down the street or whatever, and they're gonna stick by you that little bit more, you know. So there is a huge amount of pressure, I find, anyway.
Press.
What's the team? Stop. I'm extra.
So the team that's starting next Sunday is Martin Mack, Tomás Meehan, Gary Fahy, Tomás Mannion, Ray Silk, John Dibley, Sean DePair. Now in the case of John Dibley, he has missed a couple of weeks. I'm effectively going to put him through a rigorous session on Tuesday night, provided he comes through that, he plays. Kevin Walsh, Sean O'Donnell, Paul Clancy, Michael Donlan, Jarlath Fallon, Derek Savage, Derek Joyce and Neil Finnegan. Okay, that's the way you're going to line out on the field.
Basically, championship is knockout. You only get one chance. Going into this game now, Mayo have played in the last 2 All-Ireland finals. They're favourites. They're a good team. We're going to have to play well to beat them. You know, it's all or nothing. That's what's so special about it.
Good chance.
But it's indicative of how strong Connacht football has got, that everybody in the country is watching this game today. Because the winners of Connacht play the winners of Ulster this year, and with Ulster football just on a little dip at the moment, we could be looking at the All-Ireland finalists here today.
Now was the year. Today is the day. Today is the gateway. There's a door there, and there's you and your man. Either you can get through it. Who wants to get through it? Now think about that. Think about your family. Think about what it means to people close to you.
Kevin Walsh dropping it across here nicely to John Dibley. That's a bad ball straight to Colin McMenamin. Goodness, what a pass out by McNamara, and it's a goal! It's a real body blow for Galway here. Domestic up the pass from Michael, and a great save by Martin McNamara. Well and truly making up for the concession of the goal earlier on. By Mackie! Dibley challenged by a number of Galway players. David Brady was one of them. Again, a booming one forward here. Savage trying to get inside the cover. He's got support from Joyce. Here comes Derek Savage. Oh, it's a lovely goal. A beauty of a goal by Derek Savage. So that's a comeback by Galway. They lead by 3 points.
And they're under pressure with McDonald. What is level? What a match! Can't say because McDonald has got his second goal of this match. 35 minutes, the stroke of half-time.
They go for the juggler. Now remember the simple messages. The closing down, the letting the ball forward quickly, and if anything breaks down in the forwards anywhere, we block and we work and we work and we work and we work again. Now remember that. It's for you, lads.
I want to fucking go and fucking hear the final whistle and say, yes, we fucking did it. So go out and play this half an hour. Come on.
Fouled by David Brady. It was a difficult one for Joyce to take, but he does well to take it away from Cahill. And a lovely movement here. And John Fallon has put it over the bar. Galway leading by a point. 8 minutes to go. McHale towards MacDonald. Challenge by Tomas Meehan. Beating Meehan to it. He's got players inside to support him. Ray Dempsey's there. And that's come off the post and come down to safety.
If I was to pick a turning point, it would be the time Kieran MacDonald came through, hit the crossbar. It reminded me of England '66. It kind of came down, but I know it didn't go over the line this time. From the next play, as far as I can remember, we got a very important score. I think it was Niall Finnegan, a point.
And he signals that it's going to be a free in. So Fergal Costello with a pretty resigned look in his face at this stage. Neil Finnegan then hitting it, and Neil Finnegan has put it over the bar. He's got 5 points. A triumphant look on the expressions of those Galway fans. And how much time is left? No more. Galway have won this first round Connacht Championship match in very convincing style. Neil Finnegan got 9 points last year, got 5 this afternoon. Galway came good when they had to.
So this was a great performance. But like I said, Galway, John O'Mahony is a very, very astute manager. He will know there's a lot of improving to do, and he will know Leitrim and Carrick and Shannon are going to be a tough nut to crack.
Blue sky smiling at me.
There's only one worse thing than being a first round loser, that's been a second round loser. If we go on to Luton towards a dangerous, dangerous match. Galway have only won one Connacht Championship since 1987, and that's a disgrace. And we're the boys now that are going to change it.
Nothing but blue.
Okay, slow down, we'll go for one last time. Right, okay. Okay, guys, bring the ankle.
Tighten it here in front!
Still 8 points between the teams. Derek Savage. Again, given a lot of space. Paul Clancy on the turn. And the point results. Gene Bohan, nicely gathered by Adrian Cullen. They need a goal here. There's surely a chance. And it's missed. Incredible. That is surely the end of Leitrim. These Galway people are heading for a Connacht final against Sligo or Roscommon.
Yeah. Fucking.
Well, it's more special. What won't? Just with Joe in the first half.
I think your man has a swollen fist outside.
There's one thing. There's no. I was looking around there on the table and anywhere. I couldn't see a cup anywhere. So basically, we have 1-0 yet. Right? So we have. The only thing that we're worried about is not the opposition, as ourselves at this stage.
Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Okay, last 5. Let's make sure we give the correct time, lads. Hold it. again, hold it. No one has beaten the 28 yet.
Preparing for a championship, if you're serious about the thing, it takes 10, 11 months. You know, you have to watch what you eat, you have to sleep well, you have to train regularly, you have to rest, you have to do all the right things. You have to put everybody else, you know, into second place.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 27, 28, 29, 40, 41, 42, 43.
The younger you are, I mean, obviously the more messing you like and the more crack you like. But still, at the end of the day, I mean, you've plenty of time to yourself, you know. I mean, young single fellas, but certainly since we got married now and had Cueva, I mean, it's from work to home for an hour to training to bed to work all the way around, you know. So I mean, the last year has been just constantly going, like, you know.
49, 50. Let's get up off the feet. Let's get up off the ground, lads.
36.
Slow, John. Come on, up we go, up we get, lads. Up we get. Well done, up we get.
We know that we were within a week of a kind of final. People are getting that little bit uptight and no one wants to get injured, all that kind of thing. That's fair enough and that's no problem. For instance, you have the media, we talked about the media, that for the next week you shouldn't be answering phones yourself, you should be getting someone else to do it. You should be not available as much as possible for that kind of stuff. We'll structure what has to be done, and we're not going, there's no such thing as being a press fan or anything else. There'll be a few journalists around there in the morning, tomorrow morning, and we'll structure it as best we can. And it's not in any way to keep anyone out of the papers, but the thing you want next Sunday night is the Continental, not a big glorious 2-page centre spread on yourself and the shit kicked out of you on Sunday.
The last 2 or 3 minutes, I said, we're gone, like, that's it, we're gone.
In just Eddie Lohan taking this kick to put Roscommon in front. Roscommon in the yellow and gold and the yellow and blue are now in front amazingly. Martin McNamara again goes for the quick kick out to Gary Fahy. This could well be the shock of the 1998 Football Championship. Roscommon with 14 men have given away a rather easy free, so Galway are still in there. The pressure is on Neil Finnegan. This to level the match with almost 69 minutes played. Finnegan hits it and puts it over the bar. Galway are level.
It was a pressure kick. But I mean, the best comes out of people sometimes when the pressure is on.
It's 11 points each in Tuam Stadium.
Now, obviously, in the last fortnight, some of you believe some of the shite that was being talked outside. It's as simple as that. No game is ever won until it's won. You're a great team, but it's Galway, and it's each one of you individually that has to do and show that. Once you stop showing that, you're gone. Now this game, the extra game we're going to have, is going to be the making of us, but we have to win it. It's the gateway to the All-Ireland semi-final. It's as simple as that.
It really copped us on a lot. We thought that it'd only take one game to beat Roscommon. We thought we'd beat them. So it meant we had to get back on the training field, build ourselves up again like we did against Mayo, and try and beat them.
I want to be honest here tonight as well, and I want to address a number of issues. And again, attitudes and training has been mentioned, all of those things. Sean, you addressed, obviously, as regards being taken off yesterday, and you've said it here tonight, and you've been very honest, and that's fantastic. But it is not acceptable that you come to a line shaking your head and sit in our bench and wouldn't get off it. And I would, as regards any takings off, we did it, and that's it. We'll always do that. And you were man of the match against Leitrim, and I was delighted for you. And if you sit down and watch the tape of the match, you'll see why you weren't man of the match yesterday. And you can be man of the match again the next day.
Come on, show them more than no one shooting me this time. Let's go. 21. 25.
That's it, Neil, you're on this side right now.
I'm afraid we're not, the way we're playing the game at the minute, we're not excluded at all.
Yeah, but the game plan is
The game plan is, but there's an awful lot of ball either coming back out to you, or supposed to be coming back out to you, or there's an awful lot of ball that's been played short. In the first half of the last day, there was a lot of ball played short. Dickie's first point was a ball 1-2 and back in.
They've stopped moving. Even tonight, they're waiting, like, and they want you to kick it. Sure, how can you kick a ball like
right?
to man?
Let's have this. I don't mind. Let's have this hammer and tongue down at the meeting, but.
We're not pointing fingers at all, we're just trying to sort it out. Okay, mate, we'll take it out their shoulder.
Sab was coming out there at 30 yards, and you're going by him. You got it or kicks and you're gone, there's no catching you.
You read this after the last day. These are the people that Galway fancy dance, get the simple things wrong. Now that, I'm not a Galway man, but I have an awful loyalty to this group, and I would be hurt by that kind of a situation, by what's been said. A nice team. Don't have a midfield pairing capable of winning a majority of clean possession. Missing frees, all those kind of things. There's only one fucking answer for that.
Jerry Keane can't get there ahead of Kevin Walsh. Great catch by him. But Jeff Fallon. But they find the target. But a great point by Jeff Fallon. Good ball to lock it down. Mark McNamara saves spectacularly. What a magnificent save. They need to hold their lead, or rather to hold Galway's lead to the minimum in this first half. Here's Sean O'Dwyer playing a lot better, attacking a lot more. Here's a chance for Galway, and Derek Thompson equals Martin McNamara at the other end with a brilliant save. At the moment he gave the thumbs up to his manager. Meanwhile it's Derek Savage cutting through, and Galway are back in front. The referee in fact has blown the half-time whistle. It's Galway 5 points, Roscommon 4, 1 point between the teams.
You know you have the run on them. What I'm saying here, we're maybe a bit down, but we're not further ahead. But we were level against Mayo, and we went out and we committed. They want to get level now. Okay? So we want to get the thing right. Come on, we want to get the ball in for our first score. We got our first score. You see what you did in the first minute when we said we do it? We can do that again, and we can do it again, and we can do it again. But we've got to have the fucking shot. Come on, have it in here, lad.
Tommy Grehan gets it back for his Duncan Ellen. Grehan has gone to the right and gone inside. Uses the outside man, Nigel Deneen. Now comes the shot, and Nigel Deneen has hit it smack on the centre of the goal. The breaking of the ball at midfield has helped Roscommon. Duncan Ellen giving it inside to Tommy Grehan. Makes quite a difficult angle for himself. The second point of this final replay. Here's Neil Finnegan. Damien Donlan trying to keep him out. Finnegan going for the equaliser. The second point of the match. Two most vital kicks, and they level this game.
Tit for tat, point for point, and we were still playing bad. We didn't open up at all, and we were giving Roscommon like chances to score, and they kicked free after free and got a few points. Next thing, it was level again.
The referee has blown his whistle. It's all over except for extra time. What an amazing game.
We're still alive, we're still alive.
Well alive, lads, well alive.
We're still in it. We're played shite, we're still in it.
Okay. Neil, you go to the corner again and we'll chain full, alright? You can switch, interchange between yourselves then, alright? But boys, come on, it's about self-belief now, and it's about cash, and he showed that. He showed that when you went 2 points down. Now, but we've got like 15 minutes away from an All-Ireland. Need a fight now. Come on, let's go. In the middle of the field there, Mike.
Michael and Gerald be helping out, be talking to each other, be fucking give it every. I personally carry everyone in off the field, but let's give it all there out there on the field. Absolutely.
Galway will be hoping for an early score. Porrick Joyce twisting, trying to get away from Kieran Heenahan. Back outside to Jar Fallon, a ball for Derek Thompson. Trying to get away, he's robbed, here's a chance, a goal! A goal for Galway that surely will send them to Croke Park.
I ran and jumped in the air afterwards, and everyone was clapping me, and Finnegan tapped me on the back. I was just running down to my position again, and my two legs just cramped up. Oh, stop.
Obviously took his eye off the ball, he was easily dispossessed, and from a 2-point lead it is now a substantial 1 of 5. Are broken, Galway's rejoice because they flutter an extra piece. They have won the Connacht Championship. John O'Mahony has done it for Mayo, he's done it for Leitrim, and he's done it for the Tribesmen. Galway are the Connacht champions.
You died for each other out there. I saw friends out there on the field falling for each other, putting heads in and putting for your friends. Like in fucking realise what's happening here. In 50 years' time, you'll be talking to each other about this situation. And that's hugely important because there's not much more reward that you can get, or better reward than you get for that kind of thing. And all I'd say to you, in the long-term plan of things, you're only starting. But you had to show, and you stuffed the nice team and the fancy dans and the whole lot down people's throats out there today.
Yeah.
Amazing, you know? Yeah. Great feeling.
Well, that's when you do the hubbub.
Beating Roscommon was a stepping stone. It was great to win a Connacht Championship, but we weren't happy with that. And even though there was a lot of young lads that it was our first Connacht Championship to win, like it was just a case of we won the match, we had a good night. It was like there was no hooly-booly about it. It was like back to training the next week and everyone looking forward to the Derry game. We're underdogs going into the... because Derry had a lot of survivors of the 93 All-Ireland winning team and we had nothing to lose.
Come on, Silky! Come on, Silky! Come on, Tommy! Come on, Galway! Come on, John! Come on, Galway! Come on, John!
Kevin Welch and Sean Nolan were unbelievable. And when Sean Nolan got the point just before half-time to go 10-4 up, that's when we knew we were going to win that day.
Here's Sean O'Donnell. Kicking truly, has he got the accuracy? He certainly has. It's been all Galway. They've been much by far and away the better team. They've come here hungry for victory, and it's 10 points to 4. Nice ball fed forward there by Gormley for Downey. Now it's Derry's turn. The pass to McGonigal, stopped once again by Martin McNamara. And by Mackey! A late scare for Galway, but they still have a comfortable enough lead, and they've got Porrick Joyce in possession. Ignoring the plea from John Fallon to pass it to him. He's given it back now. Fallon can kick with the right or with the left, as we've seen in this match, and that's another one. And John Fallon with a look of delight on his face. They're delighted as well, those maroon and white fans. And it's Galway who are through to the All-Ireland football final.
It's okay at all. Oh. Not in final, I can't believe it.
The other thing I want to say, this is hugely the most important thing, is that we get back together. There'll be a few club championship matches next weekend. Only next weekend. The bottom line is here, we want to win the All-Ireland. Okay? And on Thursday night, we lay down the plans for the next 5 weeks. Is that okay? Yeah. Have your gear at that, but it certainly won't be a heavy session on Thursday night. Running wise, or I'll tell Stephen leave the wheel at home. You better Rashid It's
not easy. At the back, at the back, at the back. Yes. Five ball. Johnny, give it a 6-2.
Oh, Jesus, Corfin.
Never mind the ordinary dirty jersey. Do you want to get the away one?
Where'd you get that?
His checks.
When you're going to an All-Ireland in a situation, if you pretend, I'll shut out everything. But we have to travel up to the game. We have to do all these things, and so we want to do it in the least possible disruption to everybody. The difference between winning and losing in All-Ireland is going to be 1 or 2 of those done. That's what it's about. It's going to be that, it's that narrow.
Boy, football has been knocked for so long. It haven't won an All-Ireland Senior Football Championship since 1966, 32 years. It's been a long time.
John Finn taking it there from Ronan Quinn. Dermot Early. Oh, selling the dummy really in a way. Graham Garrity.
There's a certain amount of pressure. All the bookies and all the rest are going for Kildare, so there's probably a lot more pressure on them, because once they beat Kerry, All-Ireland is won, according to a lot of their locals up there. So we've got underdogs for most games this year, and it's probably going to suit us right the way through.
The 2 headlights. Let me read that one.
What's your assessment, Martin, of these exciting young players who come into the Galway team?
Croke Park doesn't seem to frighten them as much as it frightens those older fellas anyway. I had a full head of hair when I started playing with them, and look at me now.
Yeah, fire history. Yeah, okay. There's a few serious training sessions to take part, yes, and take place, yes, and if we come through on that, we have a full hand to pick from.
Which is more or less the first time that's happened, really, isn't it, all season?
Well, in the sense that Paul Clancy was the first casualty that we had to plan without for a while. We would have others, minor injuries, but he was the most major one. But he's back now.
I fractured my fibula against Leitrim, and I lost a lot of training. I've been back now for maybe 4 weeks, and kind of pushing for a place.
I want a keen, competitive match. Are we listening? And make clear messages. A keen, competitive match. You know as well as I know that there's decisions to be made, fine, minute decisions to be made, even down to some of the things that's going to happen out there today. But I don't want anyone kicking lumps out of each other. Now, there's a clear distinction between competition and kicking lumps. And I'm not going to spend too long on explaining them, but that's, you know what I mean. Now listen, this is the final realistic chance that anyone has to change their position on the ladder. Now, that's all I'd say at this stage, and people should know the implications of that.
You want to get on the 15, and it's heartbreaking to think that you won't make it, and then there's the subs, and that's even worse, because there's even more competition for subs than there is for nearly on the team, and I see it. There's a thin line between number 2, number 12, and number 22.
It cuts the skin, so you just put the second skin on it.
A welcome boost for Kildare ahead of Sunday week's All-Ireland football final clash with Galway at Croke Park. Niall Buckley is almost certain to take his place at midfield alongside Willie McCreary. Meanwhile, Galway manager John O'Mahony is expected to announce his starting 15 this coming Sunday.
After lots of deliberations and all the rest, this is the team that's going to line out next Sunday. Martin Mack, Moss Meehan, Gary Fahy, Moss Mannion, Ray Silk, John Divley and Sean O'Dwyer, Kevin Walsh, Sean O'Donnell, Michael Donnan, Gerald Fallon and Shea Walsh, Derek Savage, Porrick Joyce and Neil Finnegan. And we'll announce the subs on Wednesday night. Just like to congratulate Shea. I'm absolutely thrilled that he's getting his reward. In saying that, I'm again gutted for Fergal, who played in the semi-final, and Declan and Tomas and fellas who played in that particular position throughout the year. But remember, it has to be a 30-man approach, and a guy that's disappointed here this morning is going to have to be mentally prepared to come in if the business has to be done.
I mean, it's very hard to watch the maroon jersey just running up and down the park, and you can't do anything. You're sitting there paralysed on the bench, and you can't do a damn thing that can help anybody. And that's the sad thing about it. But everybody on the pitch knows you're shouting for them. Everybody on the pitch knows you're part and parcel of the team and part and parcel of the squad that we have built, that we have drank, that we have ate together since October.
Now, the unlucky lads to miss out are Micheál Geoghegan, Michael Clotherty, Porrick Boyce, Tommy Wilson, Kevin McDonough and Robin Doyle. We will be talking to everyone, we will be getting everyone into the photograph and things like that. I know that's little consolation to the people that have missed out. It's one of the things that I find very difficult in this job. The people that, first of all, the 15 that missed out on the team who we announced last Sunday, and particularly the guys that had played earlier in the year and all of that. And tonight, Robin and Tommy were in the line the last day, and I know in their own individual cases that the amount of thing that they have done all year. The people involved for this one have kept their heads up, and I mean that means more to the team than anything I could say to them. In other words, I get a sense that this is for Galway, and the individual things are being taken out of it, and that makes it look good. We'll have to wait and see.
Savo.
7-6 what? 7-7-6. Way on you. No, that's where Jet is. Oh.
Take it off with your teeth.
Yes! We're here for a great night. Thanks for coming.
So what that does is prevents them from getting this blanket defence that they're notorious for this year, and it also gives us an opportunity to expose the weakness in their lack of pace from getting onto the ball quickly. Okay, so the roles there are clearly defined. On the midfield, I just come to the midfield for a second. So the challenge for you is to make sure that at no stage during the 70 minutes that McCreary isn't drifting or whatever. All right. The one thing we don't want is that there's two white jerseys jumping for it and you boys looking at each other. Okay. Full forward line in particular, that it starts there, because if you put in a good tackle, Porrick, or if Neil puts in a good tackle, or Derek puts in a good tackle, then it's an awful lot easier for Gerald and for Michael to come piling in, because it gives them a chance to bottle them up. And that's the crucial. every time more than we've done before, more than we've ever done before.
Can forgive what the Canio did, but there is a problem of authority in the game, and I think that doesn't explain what happened or excuse it.
Yeah, and how can the authority now be asserted in terms of the punishment that
I think the Canio will be suspended until the end of should be suspended until the end of this season, and if that happens, he's going to lose £300,000 or £400,000.
Nervous, Jeff?
Too bad.
Good man. Right, lads, let's us. Sit.
The team that represents us so proudly today. Remember especially the young men from our parish, Corrick, Tommy Joyce, Tommy Wilson. We ask you, Lord, to help them give you their best, and after that realise they can do no more. Lord, hear us.
Come before the Lord, we ask Him for strength and mercy and to give us healing, and we're sorry for our sins. You raise the dead to life in the Spirit, Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
Still 5. Room 201.
Famous 5.
What gives you emotion is people sometimes, and when I think of Damo there played in 94, 95, 97, he's nodding today, Doyle hurt his ankle, and that's how maybe I got in. Paul Clancy hurt his leg. Now Clancy'd love to be playing today, and he played against Mayo, played against Leitrim, got hurt. Decky came in, Tommy Joyce came in, Fergie Gavin came in. Like every one of those guys deserves fucking everything we can do for them. So I fully believe we're going to win today. I have no doubt in my mind. It's 3 hours away, so don't be keep it nice. You use nerves and you use emotion, not the other way around. The job is Oxo boys. You just have to cross that same fucking line that was down in Maynooth. That's here, that's in here. Watch this.
Pull hard, Rowdy Mooney. Pull hard, hard, hard.
Derek Savage is the fastest man in the country.
I know he is. Yeah. He's the fastest man to
He is the Jared Fallon. Jared the man.
Them 16 only. You take the center right, yeah?
We're up for Sam. Oh, I think it's in the bag. It's only a matter of just hugging out. And there's Sean Brady going in. What do you think, Sean?
Where we go? Yeah.
Okay, and the last one on the other one. Really push it back. The last stretch. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It's a wonderful scene here in Croke Park right now. Hill 16 with a sea of points until there follows.
Get the boots on and in next door.
So a little bit of excitement here. It's a little bit of a ride, but the quarterback won today between 5-2 Galway, which is very early. What was the news from the Galway camp, Jim? The news from the Galway camp, Marty, is that all are fit and well and the team plays as selected. But
just look at each other, just put hands around each other. I have absolutely nothing to say. Your friends, this is personal to the 30 guys here. That's all I have to say. Just get out and win it. You know the messages. Okay, boys, it's all been said. All been said. We know what it's about. The secret, there's one secret. That's the fucking secret. The ball, dominate, work with. You've heard it all before. This is what it's about. Total discipline. Total discipline. Make the decision walking out the door. Come on! Ready, lads?
Title last won by Kildare 70 years ago, 1928. Galway last won in 1966, the end of a 3 in a row. They haven't won since. So for one or other of the teams, the long wait is over. The referee is John Bannon. John Finn is in at full back in the Kildare team. The game is on. The All-Ireland final of 1998, and the ball breaks to Niall Buckley. Niall Buckley to Willie McCreary of Kildare. They're attacking down toward the Canal goal. The ball palmed out by Tomás Meehan. Tomás Meehan out to the wing. A chance now coming in there. Now it's Pádraig Graven trying to get the ball high, long. Pádraig Graven, the ball has gone outside the upright and out over the line for the first wide of the game. Outside the 50-yard line. No scoring is all Ireland final yet. The minor game won by Tyrone. Derek Savage with the ball outside the 50-yard line. Getting a measured kick outside, trying to get to the Paulie Joyce, trying to bring it across now. The ball now, a chance to the left with a kick by Paulie Joyce and get over the ball. Paulie Joyce to pull it off. Dr. Buckley across the field. Martin Lynch will race across. Will he get to the ball ahead of the defender? A brilliant catch again by Tomas Mannion, the farmer for Galway, to Michael Donlan, the son of a former minister. He gets the ball. He's made a lot of ground, but he's still back in defence, and he gets the ball to Kevin Walsh. Big Kevin comes past midfield, puts the Kildare man down the ball, back to Michael Donlan. He's made a great run. He's 20 yards out. Gets the ball now to Derek Savage. Savage moves into the centre, has time to kick to the left. Out it comes to the left half back, and Sean O'Dwyer locked it, and it goes over the bar by Sean O'Dwyer, who has moved up the field there. 2 points to Galway. No scores for Kildare yet. Sean O'Donnell to John Divilly. Divilly into the his kick and blocked out. Dermot Hanley is racing on. Back to the he's away. Inside the 50-yard line. And look at the goal. A kick towards the goal. And the ball goes over the bar. And that is a mighty point. 3 to Galway. No score to Kildare, and Kildare in a bit of trouble. Goal shot further, but Willie McCreary comes down with the ball for Kildare. Willie McCreary has gone on a run. He's within 50 yards of the Galway goal to Eddie McCormick. And look at the goal. A kick from Eddie, and there goes the first goal for Kildare. A point by Eddie McCormick, the 25-year-old from Clane. The referee is certainly not going to give many fleas in this game, but the ball comes to Glen Ryan. Glen Ryan lobbed it away down the field. Martin Lynch is Colin Ryan. The ball blocked out. A shot down for Willie McCreary. Willie McCreary giving it. Dermot Hanley is the goal. Dermot Hanley and a goal for Kildare. That was a brilliant move there. Willie McCreary that got it across, and then without catching it, brilliant thinking by Dermot, the son of Dermot. And looking at the scoreboard, Kildare have gone into the lead in an All-Ireland final. Inside of the field towards Willie McCreary, the horse trainer, a man that trained in his trade in Hong Kong and Australia. The ball to Colin Wire. Colin Wire of Kildare, he's on the 21. A kick from Colin Wire, and the ball sailed off the upright and over the bar, off that cross bar. Colin Wire did that beautifully there. The ball sent out to be now to Michael Donlan again. Is he about to start another move? He's 60 yards from his own goal. He has the energy to go after. This time he's staying back with the ball by Glen Ryan. Glen Ryan to Niall Buckley. And Buckley tries the long ball away, way down the field again. The ball now blocked by Pádraig Graven to Colin Wire. And look at the goal from Colin Wire. High and long. And it's gone over the bar again by Colin Wire. Full marks to Niall Buckley for the quick ball. And we've now gone 10 minutes without a Galway score, and they open so brilliantly. Referee says no more time for any more play in the first half. It's been fast and furious. Kildare 1-5, Galway 5 points. Is there a little bit of dejection creeping into the play of the Galway players already?
Galway started superbly, as they started well against Derry. Scored 3 points, as they scored 4 points against Derry. But then they went out of it. As Pat has said, Silk started to give Early far too much room. The goal came at a crucial time.
Game of football now, the occasion's fucking gone.
Glen Ryan is supposed to be injured. Boy, if he's injured, it's the new recipe for success. He's playing absolutely superb at centre-back. Midfield are totally dominating. Kildare are really on top there.
There's going to come a time after 10 or 15 minutes when it's there for whoever wants it. Now I know that Galway wants it. I know deep down that every one of you deserve it. But you've got to get out and take it by the jugular at that stage. And remember they'll be coming in waves at you. But you remember ye have stopped them more.
Come on!
Ye have stopped them more than any team has stopped them yet this year already in the first half. And ye haven't played well at all. Now we get out and get and want it, really want it. Now's the time. Let's go.
There's an All-Ireland final. You've only one chance and you have to take it. So I remember John brought us into the training room, the warm-up area. Just the team together on their own.
So in the 15 lads went, we all just looked each other in the eyes and we just said, we're in Croke Park, lads. What are we doing? We're 3 points down, we're playing brutal. John just said, this is the biggest day of your lives. it should be the best day of your life. Just get out there and do your stuff. So we all just looked each other in the eyes and just said, lads, we're playing useless. Simple as that. And we all walked out, and the 15 subs, they had lined the corridor outside, and they all clapped us out straight onto the pitch. We ran out, ball thrown in, Shinné.
Inside now to Derek Savage, has gone over to the left corner. Savage again runs into trouble, hops the ball and gives it back out to Peter Gaff. Fallon again, great defence Michael there. Fallon's kicking him way out to left, and it goes over the line, and that's a brilliant goal by Gaff Fallon. About 47 yards out, 7 yards from the new stand side. The referee waves on play like he did in the first half. Very few free kick to Peter Galway. It looked to be charging by John O'Mahony. The free is sent away down the field. The there is score here. Back down to get his ball and goal. Ball down with the gap. He's attacked. Brilliant goal by Pauline Joyce. Donlan was in on it as well there. And John O'Mahony from the quick goal. And Galway have gone into the lead again. 1-6 to 1-5 and the Galway men leading. The men of Galway, they play beautiful football once they get into motion. John O'Mahony's there again. John O'Mahony from Galway, 60 yards from his own goal, locked it away down inside the 50-yard line again. Knocking out by Joyce. Joyce has it again. 25 yards out. He's gone inside his man again. He's on the 21. A kick towards the goal. Blocked by the goalkeeper, Vincy Bond. He was forced to kick with the right that time, and the ball sent out to Anthony Lorenzo. He's dropped the ball. Michael Donlan gets it again. Donlan gets back to Niall Finnegan. Finnegan 25 yards out. Right to the left. Comes in towards the 21. A culture left with a kick in the ball and got over the ball by Niall Finnegan. Vintage Galway over the past 2 minutes. And again, they started the second half with a quick ball in like they did in the first half, and it certainly has paid dividends. 1-7 to Galway, 1-5 to Kildare. We've 5 minutes in the second half gone. Knots in the linesman, the linesman has split the difference halfway between the 50 and the 21. In towards the goal, a mighty kick, and it's gone over the bar and hops to the green grass of Croke Park. The long ball again to Mike Donlan away down the field, a real danger. The ball is Savage, can get a hand to it. He's about to go after it. The ball down, picked up by Derek Savage. He's gone inside the back. He's in the space. A block to the great save by Disney Bond, and the ball getting straight out. Ken Joyce comes after it. At half-time, Kildare had won 5. They still have won 5, and we're 8.5 minutes into the second half. A great catch high in the air by Gaff Fallon and Galway. In many ways, the man of the match in the second half to Michael Donlan, and the ball on the far side of the field. Sent in now to Kevin Walsh. Kevin Walsh to Sean O'Donnell. Sean O'Donnell might try a long one from here on the 50-yard line. High long on the 50. The Carolina has sent it over the bar. The man that is 6'6" in height. Manager, they call him Sean Father O'Donnell. He was on the 50-yard line, and the ball had plenty to spare as it sailed over the bar.
Run, Jim.
He puts it down to Buckley Luxor. Luxor has it 60 yards out, gets it away out to the far side of the field now towards Pauline Brennan. Brennan gets it into the centre to Buckley again. Up goes Buckley on the right hand side. A right kick in front line. Buckley just got over the bar by now. Buckley, and now it's 1-14 to 9. 4 points in it. There's nothing in it that the goal wouldn't cure right now. We could see a storming finish here. It's not over until the referee blows the full-time whistle. Kildare is away. He's in the centre of the field. Gets it now towards Glen Ryan, who's gone away up the field inside the 50-yard line. Sent the ball to Dermot Dermot. Dermot Dermot will probably play inside of the ball. Is kicked and deflected by Danny Fatty, and the ball goes over the bar. Now, there's 3 points between the team. The ball went over the bar. It's a goal they needed.
One more score. I only need one more score. PC
that goes to the goal when Gaff Fallon to Michael Donlan to Finnegan, and Finnegan is on the 50-yard line, gets it away out to Sean O'Donnell. Up the field goes Sean O'Donnell. A kick in the bench to the Carroll, and it's gone over the ball. Vichy in the Calhoun, the Gallo, as they're going near the fence. Clayton Cooley getting a Sean the player. 5 Galway men handled it. They've got so clear again, and we have gone into injury time. Galway are leading. It's the All-Ireland final of 1998. We're now a minute and 30 seconds into injury time. Galway 114 and Kildare 110. Great excitement and anticipation here on Will Derelict and Gaha. And Galway is the King of Ireland All-Ireland football champion of 1998. And an invasion of the West is taking place in Croke Park right now. Salute the champion.
There's absolute mayhem here. I'll have a word with John O'Mahony. Can I have a quick word with you? Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Brian. It's a fantastic feeling. I'm delighted for Galway in particular. I'm delighted for the 30 players out there. And Galway, they've waited a long time for this.
Sam Maguire, a brother, el captain, Walker, the Galway.
So Joe McDonough presents Sam to Ray. The West is fully awake.
Johnny, purse. That's priceless. Two men.
Just to say a few words, lads. I know what winning is about. I know what losing is about as a player, as a man in charge of teams. But today, lads, there was no question or doubt about it, lads. You were a better team on the day. You played marvellous football. It's 1966 since you won your last, and in 1964 and 65 you gave me some heartaches on that occasion. But today, I enjoyed it out there today, even though he beat us well. At one stage in the first half, I thought we were going to do it. We had you up to half time, but you came out in the second half, and he gave a superb display of football for the second half. And on that, I congratulate you. Marvellous achievement for Galway and for the west of Ireland as well as marvellous. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael.
Well, the significance of crossing the Shannon really is to hell of the Connacht. Cromwell said to hell of the Connacht, so a lot of people have said it sends to hell of the Connacht, and it'd be nice to get that elusive Sam Maguire back here for a while and let people say, well, to hell of the Connacht, but if we want Sam Maguire, we'll have to go down to Connacht.
The Sam Maguire Cup is now in the west of Ireland, and Galway are bringing home the Sam Maguire to the west of Ireland. A tremendous Galway team, a tremendous Galway performance. We're all so proud of this Galway team, and hopefully know that this is that we don't have to wait 32 years more to see this again. A historic day. There must be 5, 8, 10,000 people here now at this stage, and if this is what's going to happen for the rest of the night, God knows when this Galway team are going to get home. A very emotional day. It's great to see the Sam back in the west.
Friendship, I think, of all the guys. You know, you play against them in club when you were younger. You didn't know them, you'd have the old battle with them and everything. But when you're out training with them and running through the mud and the rain and hailstones and snow and the lot, something special has happened to the 30 of us.
Something I never thought had happened a few years ago. And getting the hammerings of your life by crack teams and Tuam and things like that. It's just a dream come true, really.
Tá muid caileán áiltear de lads, eventual agus nílas agaí céime taidianta go seo go football an mara. A gais uige machtaat mar ekken sem hiad. Jersey sa gaile barho. Beidir gimar Rivers United Arsenal Liverpool. Níl locht ainier sin nílas get taidianta go. We'd like to welcome you here, lads, and you only know, God knows what you have done for football in Connemara and all around Galway. Kids going around with Galway jerseys. And next year again, you'll be back. So I'll get...
Come on, mate, come on.
Oh, kid,
It's my grandmother here. Sarah.
Sarah, give us a story.
Pat Comerman.
Nice
to meet you, how are you?
Mike, just where are you in here?
Gago. Gago shin.
On you mean?
Let's see a Pepsi chocolate racing. Now racing Pepsi. Cheers.
I want to
go hinta can go hinta.
Dali Walbert.
Jan Paul Cherin.
Rick Ben television no. Rick Ben television. What sport är bra då?
Fabian Dahl. Picture is good, I guess.
Jag tog det som bra.
Jag tog the picture of that.
Inen gissar du ju hej. Good.
Yeah.
They're down.
The dream was to win the All-Ireland final, playing with Galway. First of all, you'd think of just wearing the jersey, just getting onto the team. But then, like, you always dream about it, and you dream about scoring the winning goal or the winning point, but you don't think it's going to come true until it actually does. Or you think you'll have to play for 10 years for Galway before it does come true. But to win in the first year, like, it hasn't sunk in yet. I suppose it won't until I'm about 35, if I'm still alive.
Is it PC? Is it boy?
We're safe in our journey. Those who want all.